Alright everybody, Michael Catlow here with our 15 Minutes of Fame video. I am super excited about this video because Vilmos and I met, really a month and a half, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Something like that? But it's been a whirlwind over the past little bit. So we're going to hear about some exciting stuff today. We've been sitting here chatting for a couple minutes. We've known each other now for a couple months. So we're going to talk about a really cool website that is just about to hit the market. It's kind of hit the marketplace, but about to really take over the marketplace.
You better believe it.
So we're going to get into our 15 minutes here, and I do have a list of questions. Vilmos and I kind of talked about this, so we've got we want to make sure we get all of this in there. So we're going to kind of blow through some of it and see where the conversation goes.
That's good.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So we're going to get ready to start, and if it beeps, we just stop wherever we are, and we'll do the best we can. So we're going to leave this here.
Cool.
Okay. So first off, tell us what the website is and a little bit about it.
Okay. Well, the website is pretty much an online portal that allows the community to connect with businesses, events, and pretty much get rewarded just by doing that. So just for going to the website, creating a profile, you get rewards for that. When you go there and you actually follow your favorite company, you get rewards for that. You go and you RSVP for your favorite events, you get rewards for that. So the site is all about rewarding the community just for interacting with businesses, following events, and just for doing the things you already do right now.
And what is the name of the website?
ConnectCircle.co.
And so where did the idea come from? Because there's all these other sites out there like Facebook, like Groupon, like all these things, but we're able to combine them all into one place, so to speak.
Correct.
So where did it all come from?
Well, I could give you a long list of stories.
But we only got 14 minutes.
But pretty much, just by working with different businesses over the years, I was trying to figure out how can I come up with something that would really bring the community together.
Which I love it.
And it hit me 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm a night owl. So 4 o'clock in the morning, it hit me. I was like, you know what? It'd be great if I could put together something that would actually bring the community in one place and reward them just for being there.
Right.
And of course, to get them addicted to the site.
Well, and like with the rewards, can we go on down that path just for a second?
Sure.
So, I mean, so fascinating because like as somebody who's on Facebook and I might set up my own event, I might like a business and all that stuff, but all it really is just, I mean, it is interactive and it's helpful for Facebook for sure and helpful for all those people, but to be rewarded as an individual for participating.
That's correct.
Can you touch just a little bit about that?
Well, the thing is that we want to make sure we're not going to try to tell you, hey, you know what, don't use Facebook, use ours. We're not going to do that because it's kind of hard to tell somebody to do that. But the way we design the system, it actually interfaces right with Facebook.
Right.
Okay. So we want you to actually go to our website, use it just like how you use on Facebook because everything you do on our site gets filtered directly to Facebook.
Right.
But the only thing you get rewarded just for doing it on our site versus doing it on Facebook.
Right.
So you're doing the same things, but the only thing you're doing it in a different place and getting rewarded for it.
Right.
Yep.
And do you want to talk about what some of those reward type things are now, or you want to do that a little bit later?
I can tell you now.
Yeah, because we keep talking about these rewards. So.
Well, here's what we get. So once you log onto the site for the first time, you get reward points. Okay? And you invite some friends, you get reward points. Now, those reward points is actually been stored. Is actually stored in your profile. Okay. And as you keep on using the site, you're gonna see your reward points adding up every single day. Okay? So at the end of the month, you're going to see that you have, let's say, 500 reward points. Now, we have an auction at the end of the month that's only 24 hours. And within that auction, you're going to have items from Nordstrom, you're going to have your favorite restaurant, all these different things in there in your local area that you could take those points and bid on those items. Right. So there's no money out of your pocket whatsoever.
Right. It's just engaging and working within the
system. Just engaging. We reward you just for engaging, and you're getting free stuff on top of that.
And one of the things I think I love about this, and especially the timing that we're at right now for this video, no matter when you see this, where we are today, is some people may say, well, is the site just conceptual? But, I mean, it's in place.
It's in place.
I mean, the site is there, so it's not like just this concept and this idea of something you want to do.
It's already live.
Right.
It's live, and you're actually building the points up today. Actually, I had someone that, Nadia, spoke to Nadia yesterday, and she's like, wow, I see the points adding up right in front of me.
Really?
Yep. So I'm like, hey, this thing is working.
Yeah. But now to put something like this together, because when you and I met at Panera a couple weeks ago or whatever, I mean, this is not a teeny tiny website. This is a massive undertaking. So launching something like this, creating it and all that, what's been the process for that?
I would say about 1 year and 8 months into the making.
Okay.
The program inside alone took, I would say, probably about a good 5 months. And we're still not done.
Right.
Because we still have features to lay out the rest of the year, launching piece by piece.
Right, you got a bunch of things launching in April and stuff like that, right?
We have April, we have September, then we have the end of the year, then we have next year. We have features lined up for 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And who knows what'll come about in 2 years.
Exactly.
Right? Something totally new. All right, so I love this question here too, because people watching this video will probably be all over. So the question says, is the site only local to Charlotte?
Right.
So let's address that.
No, it's not local. Well, the way we did it, we actually designed a site where it's localized but still national. So you will find all your stuff locally, okay? But if you go to Atlanta, you're gonna pull up all the stuff locally to Atlanta. And if you go to New York, all the stuff local to New York. So we wanna keep it community based. So community here, community over there, community around the country.
But if you're traveling to another city, like I live in Charlotte or the Charlotte area, but if I go to Atlanta, so I can still access it and it'll pull up all the
stuff in Atlanta.
Right.
You pull up all your favorite things in Atlanta, favorite restaurants. You could actually set it at the back of your profile. Okay, what are some of your favorite places that you visit?
Right.
So once you set it, it would actually you remember
where you
Yep, you remember those things.
Kind of kooky in itself, but it's very cool. Very cool. So so an individual can use the site and go to it and connect with people and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But then businesses can also set up profiles, or
Yes.
how do businesses use Connect Circle?
So we have it separated in two different ways. So everybody, business owners and non-business owners, all get the user profile, which is a personal profile.
Okay.
But then you have the opportunity to actually activate your business profile. And with the business profile, now you get to list your business. You get to put information about your company. You get to actually get reviews now about your company. If you have any events coming up, you'll be able to put it on your business profile. Or if you have any, let's say, deals going on, you'll be able to list it there too. Plus, we did a unique thing. We actually give you a custom URL. So that means that if your company is called Catlow, so it'll be catlow.connectcircle.co.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So if it's Vilmos, it'll be vilmos.connectcircle.co. So if you don't have an actual website, okay, if you don't have an actual website, you could actually get your domain and point it to that
Right.
place, and it would take you directly to that feature.
Right. So you don't have to have any technical abilities and all that stuff. You can just kind of plug and play and
No,
make it
we
happen.
eliminate that. I want my guy to do the technical stuff.
Right.
You do the point and click.
Right. Which makes people like me very, very happy. All right, so this question isn't even on the form, but can you take maybe 30 seconds and explain how the name came about with your whiteboards and your kids?
Yeah.
It's a great story. Great story.
Well, the thing is that we were working on this idea. Okay, what are we going to call this site?
Right.
And we're thinking all kind of crazy stuff. So I went to my kids. It's like, you know what? I'm burnt out.
And how old are your kids?
My kids they're now 15, 11, and 7.
Okay.
So I went to
Brilliant
my kids.
minds, by the way.
I said, listen, guys, I got to come up with a name for this project. So I had my kids, sit down in my office, and we kind of laid out on a whiteboard all the different features, exactly how it works, how it all connected. And then my daughter yelled out, oh, it's kind of like circles. And then I'm like, hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I wrote down circles. So of course I stared at the word for a very long time and nothing came out of it. So I told my kids now, you guys sit down and stare at that and come up with the idea.
Right.
And that's where Connect Circle came out.
But you also kind of bribed them in a little bit.
Of
You
course.
said you got to whoever comes up with the name that works with a good domain and everything, they get a total prize or whatever.
Of course. With my kids, everything's about a bribe.
Right.
So just by getting them to sit down there after they finish their homework, sit down there, kind of stare at my whiteboard. I said, listen, if the first person to come up with a domain, okay, that is not taken, you guys will get a prize for that.
Right.
So of course they sat there for 2 hours.
Right. All right, so we've got all the things that Connect Circle does, right? Now, obviously, we've only touched on just the very surface level. There's all types of benefits that go in there. Do you think there's a favorite benefit that you have, or one of the favorite features, or maybe a most popular thing that you think people will have?
Well, I think the points is going to be the most addicting piece to it. Because to me, just the fact that I could go on there and use this site and gain points from it, okay? It actually rewards the businesses too, because we're incentivizing the community just for interacting with businesses. So that just that point system alone is tying the entire system together. I think that's the most important feature on there.
Sure.
So I think it's one of those things that you can't mistake this whole project and how it comes together.
Sure.
Once you look at it and you're on the website, because that point system, I think, is the glue to everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
So once somebody gets engaged with it and they really love it, obviously, and then they start sharing with their friends, whether they do it because they want to get points or just because they want to share it.
Right.
Obviously, the site's going to grow.
It's going to grow.
Well, it's already growing.
It's already growing.
So where do you see, maybe in a year, 2 years, 5 years, or whatever, what's the vision for the site, the plan?
Well, the idea is right now is to pretty much get everyone using the site. So, our goal is
everyone meaning individuals, businesses. Okay, got it.
But the thing is that we want to make sure we get the community using the site, because once the community is on the site, business is going to follow.
Sure.
Because those are the people they're trying to engage with.
Sure.
But we have a pretty hefty goal set out. We're trying to get about 50,000 people on the website by the end of the year. So we got a hard road to go down. So, but it's gonna be cool.
Well, how are you planning on getting those 50,000 people to be aware? Any strategies going into a community or whatever?
Yeah, but what we're doing, we're actually connecting with organization, like the Marty, organization like networking groups and so on and so on. And then we want to go face to face with these guys. Come to like a Marty and just kind of talk to everybody. Tell them about the site one-on-one, because if we get a core group of people that believe in the website, they're actually going to refer to other people, and it's going to keep on growing like that.
Sure.
And plus, the point system is going to make the system grow, because once you see those items up there, if I put out a fry boot from Nordstrom, which is like $295, on that site as an auction, and I know a lady loves a fry boot, she wants that fry boot, so she's going to recommend this site to everybody to get those points to bid in the fry boot.
And there's never been any money out of her pocket to get those boots. It's just activity on the site.
Just activity.
And you got Nordstrom's already lined up and all the stuff right there. It's brilliant. It's really, really brilliant. Talking about getting out to reaching people one-on-one, you've been doing some press releases and just had a launch party last week, right?
Yes, we had a launch party last Thursday,
in Charlotte,
which was the 26th of January. Right here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. We had a band. It was so much fun. And the very next day, I was hoping to get some rest.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. 8 o'clock in the morning, my phone was ringing off the hook, and everybody was saying, you know what? Hey, we love the site. When is the next party?
Gotta love that, right.
Because the thing is that they love the idea that we brought the whole concept of the website into the party.
Sure.
So we're actually bringing out the community, which is non-business owners, to interact with business owners at the party.
Brilliant.
So we maintain the same concept.
Right.
So I can't wait for the next party.
Do you have another one planned?
Yeah, April 26th.
Okay. It's in Charlotte?
In Charlotte.
Now, do you have any cities that you're targeting next that you want to do a heavy market and push towards?
The next city we're looking at is Atlanta. And then we're going to start looking around North Carolina, which is, like Charleston, Wilmington, Greensboro, that area. But the actual next state will be Atlanta. Charlotte. I mean, Atlanta. Georgia.
Got it.
Yeah.
Which is total side note, and I'm taking 20 seconds. We just kicked off Wilmington Marty and Myrtle Beach Marty.
What?
Yep, and within the next 30 days, they're both having their launch party. So we need to check.
Good deal.
That's outside here. Sorry for that. Well, it is all part of it anyway.
Yep.
All right, so we're down to 2.5 minutes. So I know we've gone through some of these quick questions. What just as we've talked, what comes to your mind if you had 2 minutes to share with people in the world? What is it you just want to say? Anything in particular?
Well, my biggest thing right now is getting people on the website, and I want people to understand this project is not to say we're competing with Yelp, or we're competing with Facebook or Groupon or one of those guys. We're not doing that. All we're doing, we're coming up with a project that brings the community together.
Right.
Where they can actually have all their favorite things in one place.
Got it.
Okay? And our system is designed where it's interfacing with a lot of your favorite things that you're using right now, which is Facebook, Yelp, Twitter, and all the other ones. Okay? So we're not trying to get people to say, hey, you know what? We're turning you away from your favorite things to come to Connect Circle. We're just saying that if you use Connect Circle, you get rewarded for using your favorite things.
Got it.
You see? So that's how we want you to look at it. It's not the other way around.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Love it. And the site is very attractive as well. I mean, it looks great. Logos look great. Everything on there is really good too.
Thank you. And to let you know that that's like our 10th design.
Well, I tell you, I've had a chance to look through all this stuff and really excited about it. I was unfortunately out of town when the party took place, but I'm excited to be here for the next one.
Oh yeah.
So any final words for the last minute?
Just go to the website, connectcircle.co.
Got it.
And create your profile if you're a business owner. activate your business profile, and enjoy. I mean, if you have any questions, just email us and we'll be able to.
How long will it take somebody to set up their personal profile?
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, for a business to set up a...
Point and click.
You hear that? Less than 1 minute, point and click. If you've watched this video, you could have set up 15 profiles.
That's correct.
Or you could have set one up and sent it out to 100 of your friends.
That's correct.
So, and the more people that are on there, the better it is for the user, the better it is for the business. So,
That's correct.
even if you're just on there, make sure to send it out to as many people as you know.
And there's more features coming up that will reward businesses just by having more followers on Connect Circle.
So, give us the website one more time.
ConnectCircle.co. CO.
And is it okay if on the description we put some text and all that stuff with the website and any maybe email for you or something if anybody wants to contact you?
Yeah, just Vilmos at ConnectCircle.co. VILMOS.
And we'll put it in there.
ConnectCircle.co.
Cool. Well, that was awesome, my friend. Absolutely. I am super excited that Vilmos was able to come by. So we'll stop. We're officially at 15 minutes. If you have something you'd like to share for 15 minutes, doesn't matter what it is, just simply send us a message. We'll get you on tape and spread your message around. So thank you, sir. We're going to shut the camera off. Have a great one.